What's up guys, Gabe here from Our Simple Story, and today we're going to take you on a little adventure to one of my favorite spots in the panhandle of Florida called Blue Springs Recreational Area, just east of the city of Marianna, Florida.
Is it $4?
It's $4 per person.
Oh, okay. And is there a little boat ramp or kayak launch by chance?
Yeah, you can just drive down there, launch your kayaks, whatever you need, and then just pull back up here on board.
Okay.
Welcome to the channel guys. I hope that by the end of this video I have earned your subscription and your thumbs up on this video. Blue Springs, also called Jackson Blue Spring, to differentiate from other Blue Springs in Florida, it flows at an average rate of about 76 million gallons of water per day. And with the help of 5 other smaller springs, Blue Springs feeds into a larger body of water called Merritt's Mill Pond. Now, Merritt's Mill Pond is formed by a dam about 4 miles south and west of this point, the head spring of Blue Spring, where I'm filming this today. The water temperature of Blue Spring is anywhere between 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, and the visibility is going to range between 25 feet to 60 feet, depending on where you're at in the spring and how murky the water is. The depth of this spring and the swimming hole around it is anywhere between 15 feet to 100 feet. Merritt's Mill Pond is about 4.2 miles long. It's a very elongated lake formed by a dam, like I said, on the southwest end of this lake. But this lake, by and large, is crystal clear the entire way down. So it feels like you're on a really wide, very clear and cool river, more so than it does a lake. And the cypress trees on either side with the Spanish moss hanging from them, they just add a really neat, adventurous dynamic. Now, one of the main draws of this spring is the fact that it has a very expansive underwater cave system that divers from all around the world come to dive. So I'm going to jump in and show you just the opening of this cave, but I don't have the equipment or the training whatsoever to take you in. So here it is. Now, I'll put a really cool video link down in the description for you to watch if you want to see what the inside of this cave looks like. So let's talk about the proximity of this spring to, let's say, Panama City Beach, because I know a lot of people come from the north and want a vacation on the beach in, let's say, like Panama City. And this spring is exactly an hour and 29 minutes from the beach itself. You might be thinking that's kind of a long drive, but if I were you, I would definitely make the drive if you're down here for a few days. Reason being is because you could go to another local attraction called Florida Caverns State Park, which I hope to do a video on one day and put it on our channel. But Florida Caverns State Park is a pretty expansive cave system that you can explore with a guided tour, and it's really neat. It's very impressive, especially for it being in Florida. And that's just a few minutes away from this spring. So if I were you, I would definitely go to Florida Caverns State Park in the morning, stop somewhere at a local restaurant for lunch, and then experience Blue Springs Park in the heat of the afternoon, and then drive back to the beach that evening. Now, if you're able to make it to Blue Springs, I highly suggest you bring some kind of flotational device, whether it be a kayak or a canoe or, gosh, just like an inner tube or something. Because less than a quarter of a mile away, on the north side of Merritt's Mill Pond, is a little area called Shangri-la Springs. Shangri-la Springs is at the base of this little cliff, this rocky cliff that's about 30 to 40 feet tall. It's hard to miss. But at the base of this cliff, there are 2 freshwater springs that are boiling up out of the ground from their own individual caves. One cave on the right, or on the east side of this cliff, it used to have a little tunnel that you could dive into, but that has since collapsed and you can't really get in there. There's some pretty large limestone rocks in the way. But on the west side, there's another little cave where water is boiling out. I don't know the flow rate on these 2 springs, but it's kind of a neat little area with all these ferns hanging down and wildlife all around. There's all kinds of crayfish and stuff that you can find. But it's a beautiful area if you're able to swim over this area, which is totally doable if you're a good swimmer. Definitely check this out next time you come to Blue Springs. to my dream house. It's really cool. They've actually got a cave under the house, under the backyard. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Kayaking and they lost it. You got two? Huh? Yep. Actually, I'm not here. You want to take a quick swim, you can.
So this is the platform where cave divers come and stage their cave diving, twin caves. And you can use this platform as long as you yield it over to cave divers whenever they want it. This would make a great camping spot though for a future video. Somebody just went in. Are you okay? Cool spot for a future video. All right, back to the main spring. Here we go.
Can't do a front flip. No, you can't.
Go. Just go. There's people waiting in line.
Oh my
Go.
God. Go. Which one of them?
Go.
Belly flop. Just go.
Just do one of them. Go.
And of course, a trip down Highway 231 is not complete with some real boiled peanuts. Cajun flavor. It's the only way to go.
Here, guys.
Look at that.
What?
Is that showing up on
Share
camera?
with Micah. Leave some for Micah. Micah's not even awake. Yeah, but leave some for Micah.
So good. If you don't like boiled peanuts, you gotta get a life.